This is a M-1 Garand rifle. This is made by Springfield. I have the action open to show that it's safe. It's a Springfield Armory 30-06. And I got a few of the bayonets here that go to it. One I don't have is a 16-inch bayonet. These three here are 10-inch bayonets. The 16-inch bayonet's in model 1905. It was made from 1906 to 1922 for the Springfield rifle. And they started up production again when World War II broke out. They made it in 1942 and 1943. Around March, April 1943, the 10-inch blade was adopted. Other than blade length, it's almost identical to the model 1905. After the M1 was adopted, when they changed the length to 10 inches, they adopted it as the M1 bayonet. After it was adopted, they shortened a lot of the M1905 bayonets to 10 inches. And one way to really tell, here's a shortened one here. See how the fuller stops here, comes down, stops here. These were all made before, well, I should say they were all made after March 1943. This one is marked UFH, which is Union Fork and Hoe, US 1943. But you can tell it was shortened because the fuller here runs to the tip. So this was originally a 16-inch bayonet. And you can pretty much narrow down when it was made because it's been shortened and it's dated 1943. You can tell that it was made either January, February, March of 1943 because it was shortened. I imagine it never even left the factory. They got they just shortened what they had on hand. Here's another Union Fork and Hoe, not dated. And this one here is a AFH, which is American Fork and Hoe, US bayonet. I do have a blade to a model 1905. One of the ways I know this was to a 16-inch 1905 bayonet is the false edge here runs for 5 inches, and on the M-1 Garand bayonet it has a much shorter, about 2.5 inch false edge. So that's one way to tell. I do have a couple. I got a bunch of demilled bayonet parts I got to deal on. These need to be welded up, and these will be 10-inch bayonets when they're done. Just a little project to work on. And then we come to the M5 bayonets. These came out during the Korean War. A lot of troops had trouble working the button here with gloves on, so they came out with this catch here. Actually, this is a M5A1, which is a second version of the M5 bayonet. The first M5 bayonets, this part here really didn't protrude too much, not enough for them to really get in there and be able to click it off. And another thing, this doesn't, as you can see, this has a ring to go around the muzzle. The M5 didn't have that. It's got this little thing to go into the gas plug on the rifle. I can show you up here. It just goes back like that. So if you see there's the gas plug, that's where that little pin goes into to lock the bayonet on the rifle. So there you go. Short, brief history of the M-1 Garand bayonets. Getting harder and harder to find every day. Collectors are really snatching these things up. Get a good deal on one, go for it.